try this again. My goodness. Live shows, most fun. Never know what's going to happen. How are y'all doing? Welcome. It's Saturday, or could be Sunday. Some remote parts of the world. I say remote. Other parts of the world, not remote. Other. How are you doing? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. I got a bunch of stuff. I have Lady Crimson, Toys R TE020, who was Spider Woman, right? Whoops. Knocked over Joy. I think I got Pfizer figures for Joy today, too. Got 2 boxes from Big Bad Toy Store. Ordered some Pfizer figures, and I don't know what all came in what. How y'all doing? Toys Mafia, how you doing, man? First in chat again. Happy to see you. Jake, how's it going, man? How is it going? You two, I love you guys. You're normally the first ones in, always. Thank you very much for that. Nice to see you guys. All right, Bison's looks like in here. And I don't remember which one I'm supposed to be putting in there. 33 or 35? Here's a 35. And a 35A. One of these comes with a head. And a 38. A pail. Who did I order a pail for? This may have just been one that I just ordered because it was new. It's maybe the first time I've had this one. It may have been ordered, a year ago as a new release. Let's check this other box. Bigger box. Started watching Loki again. Oh my goodness. First thing I noticed that I didn't even notice the first time was that the TVA agents, or whatever you call them, I forget what they refer to them as. I thought they were wearing all black. That's what my memory was telling me. They're actually wearing orange. I was like, huh, that's orange. I didn't even notice. I don't know if we'll ever get any TVA agents as characters. I mean, it took forever and a day to get Maria Hill. All right, more Fisons. SO7. M33. That replaced my Captain America. SO6. S26. Holy cow, how many did I order? 20? Another M33. S24. Oh, I must have just right down the line and got them all. And the Caroline Monroe Vampirella. Ow. Oh, I popped myself right in the lip. I have a fat lip now from that. My goodness. Sheesh, Vampirella, chill out. My goodness. Let's get these Bisons out of the way and let's open up this Vampirella. It's the same Vampirella that we've always seen. It's just a different head. That hurted. It's like getting punched. So 7, 24, 20, 26. Swear to God, I need to spend some time in here just cleaning up this room. 33s. Pretty sure this 38's brand new. I'm thinking one of these 35s was for Joy over there. I'm hoping. What is this? 6. Somehow I closed my channel. Let's get that back open. There we go. Now I have to skip the ad again. And I've lost chat. There's chat. All right. Okay. Let's get Vampirella cracked open. So now this completes my Fison Vampirella set. And I struggled getting this in the first place because it's $100 more for nothing different except 2 head sculpts. The head sculpts are completely different. And it's supposed to be a likeness of Caroline Monroe, whom I really don't even know who she is. So, kind of at a disadvantage there also. But, I don't know, I just decided to go ahead and get it. Just break down and add her to the collection. So that's how it comes packaged. So I'll read that here in a minute. Let's get this foam cracked open. I think this probably just a stand is what's in here more than likely. And I say stand, it's actually just a base. They normally don't include anything to stand your figure with. Just a base. And they don't put a hole in it or anything along that line to put any type of a figure stand in it. Sometimes there's a little thing to put the high heel in or something to that effect. And I don't see anything specifically for that. I'll show you this. I guess the good thing is you can use it though with anything. So here's the display base that they include. The gravestone says "Dead in Tombstone." That's what the gravestone says. At the bottom it says, it has a piece of foam on it. It says "TV League made in China." The other gravestone says "RIP, rest in peace." So it's really just a base. It's not a stand. I try to keep the plastic on these if at all possible. I think this one opens up like a book. Can't tell. It looks like it slides through. Sometimes I will open these up thinking they'll slide through, and it's still a book. So I'd like to keep the plastic on it if at all possible. So let's see if we can open it as a slide through first. Oh, let's read this. The movie you've been waiting for, Vampirella, a major motion picture coming your way in 1976. Vampire celebrates her 50th anniversary in 2019 as a pop culture icon. What started as a comic magazine in '69 quickly became a phenomenon for the readers of the time, who gravitated toward a much darker and sexier character who stood out among the other popular super characters of the time. Vampirella's legacy has been marked through the years by contributions from the top writers and artists. In 1976, 7 years after Vampirella's first appearance, Hammer Films opted the rights to produce the Vampirella film, and their first choice to star in the lead role was the beautiful Caroline Munro, who already had made a name for herself with The Golden Voyage of Sinbad, The Abominable Dr. Phibes, Dr. Phibes Rises Again, and Dracula AD. But due to differences, Caroline had to turn down the role, and unfortunately the film was never made. Caroline Munro, executive replicas, and TV League are proud to pay homage to this conceptual figure of what might have been, paying homage to both the beautiful Caroline Munro and Vampirella with this 1/6 scale exclusive action figure. Caroline Munro likeness licensed, authorized, and approved by Caroline Munro. So there you have it. I don't remember seeing any of those other movies either. Let's see if we can push this through. That's the hope. Nope. It's a book, I think. I really hope I can just push it through. Nope. I'm thinking not. Gosh dang it. And I'm not getting this plastic back on after I take this off. It's shrink wrapped on there. If this slides off, I won't be upset. Well, it didn't really slide off. Probably could have slid off, because it's not really a lift off. It is, but it isn't. So I probably could have slid it off. Gosh dang it. I would have never got it back in there. No matter. So there's the front of the box. That way. Comes with instructions. It's pretty rare, TBD. Talks about the limitations and how far you can move things and what not to do with them. We'll get the other Vampirettos over here and compare them side by side. Maybe. I don't know if I can get to them. Jeez. I really need to just... I really don't want to. All right, here's how she comes packaged. I don't want to tilt it too much. Have everything start falling out. I just took off the two pieces that were over her legs. This is interesting to have this cardboard piece on there to keep this foam from interfering with this white collar. Normally on this figure, there's no nipples, so I'm going to look. And there is a nipple. Very faint nipple. I'm going to have to check the other ones. So I thought that there was no nipple. But I think this is, in regards to the accessories that she came with, it's kind of a cross from two of them. I think they just combined some of the pieces into each other. Like, for instance, the boots. We'll get them over here and see in a second. We have this skull, which is pretty neat. You can grip her hand into the skull. So the holes are there on it for. Or you can just set it on the display. I think we've had this skull with every one of them. I don't remember now. But for the most part, this the hands will actually hold the skull without having to glue it in there. I don't know if it's through the angle of the fingernails that holds it or what it is. But just putting the nails in here just like a bowling ball. Well, except I'm putting all 5 of fingers in there instead of just 3. And a friend of mine used to bowl with just his thumb. Strangest thing. He didn't put his fingers in the holes at all. Just his thumb. So I've got the hand in there. I'll show you. So she'll hold that till you mess with it. Without any glue, as long as you don't mess with it. I literally just pushed it right out of her hand right there. Jeez. Don't push it out of her hand, and she'll hold it. So she has two fists for holding things, two hands in this grasping, holding position. Really long red fingernails, if you can see those. And then two relaxed hands. With the one on the left hand, the index finger is a little more raised than the one on the right hand, or maybe the other three fingers are a little more curled than the one on the right hand. If you can see that. Jeez. And that one finger is designed for this bat to go on it. As such. This camera just appears to be wider than normal for some weird reason. I don't know why. So this is a Carolyn Monroe smirk. With her long black hair. And this is kind of a crooked smile look on her. Same long black hair. Then we have a armlet. I believe it goes up on her bicep. Then underneath, we have a unwired black and red cape. So red on the inside, black on the outside. Really super soft, super soft, like a polyfiber. Has a hook in it, a hook and eye. So you can hook it together. And then a thigh decoration. Two bracelets. And a dagger. Now, the dagger may be new. I don't remember the dagger. Let's get the other Vampirellas over here. Willie Woodson, good morning. You're right on time. You're right on time. We're unboxing the FISA TB League Executive Replicas Caroline Monroe Vampirella. Oh, and Dynamite also. I have a hard time calling TB League. I knew them as FISA forever, and there was a trademark infringement many years ago, so they decided to change their names over to TB League, and I still call them FISA. And I think most people probably know them as FISA. And I would imagine only a brand new collector would probably refer to them as TB League specifically, and then even then, they would probably still hear the term FISA over and over again in regards to it. I don't know if it'll ever lose that FISA name. Personally, I think I'll always call it FISA. I know it's not politically correct to call something other than what it wants to be called. If I'd opened that box, I would have known the Vampirella was in there. Or if I'd checked my emails, and then I would have just had her available. But I did not. One of these days I'm going to open this dewback. Lisa Hardy taking a dive. M36, S12. M36, that's the tall male FISA. TB League. TB League. Uh-oh, Atari soldiers on the ground. Got these ladies perfectly balanced on this one display stand here. They'll never go back to that exact spot again. Every time I move them, they get repositioned every time. I was reading something on taking care of the figure's hair the other day. So interesting, you get so many different conflicting opinions and such in regards to product to put in it, product to not put in it. Oh, and also about how to take care of these skins. It's definitely something you need to research yourself and make a decision based off of that, because nobody seems to necessarily agree on what they feel is the best way to do it. So with that knowledge, I would say do your own research and make your own decisions in regards to how to preserve and protect your TV League characters. So the same display stand, even. Hand painted because the blood splotches on it are in different spots, as is the skulls. So it's definitely applied by hand. You can tell that looking at them. And I would say some places it looks like this one's more sloppy, the original. Some places it looks like the new one is more sloppy. Same casting, and you tell this one's a little more finer detail on the stones than this one, as the mold had been used over and over again. Or maybe because of the paint and stuff that's been put on it, maybe thicker. And then the sprinklings of the little gravel and stones are different as well, which is nice. Some of it appears to be cast into it. Some of it appears to be reapplied. So even though this one appears to be tighter and smaller, some of the little gravel sprinklings seem to be more defined. They're definitely put into the mold. So I'm wondering if maybe somebody had cleaned it out. Some of those sprinklings, I don't know. It's interesting. Because there's some time between these two. Very interesting. Straighten up that Lady Death, and we'll put Vampire Earl back over there again, actually. There's not going to be enough room for her. For them. All right. So, let's get Joy out of the way. This was another base that came with Vampirella. And I don't remember which one. Different base. I normally display it sideways with one standing here inside this root and the other one standing here. So the first one that came out, if I remember correctly, was the Asian version. And the question was when that came out, and no, there's no nipple on here at all. So my memory did serve me correctly. The question was when it came out, is there going to be a non-Asian version? And of course, Fison at the time said nothing. So this was the first Vampirella figure released. And then the second one was the SHCC. Which had a more European appearance to her. And also, again, no nipple. So the Asian version, the material is kind of a stretchy, like spandex, and on the SHCC, the material is pleather. And you can see she's still holding that skull that I put in her hand however many years ago it was. And she's still holding it well. So like I said, if you don't fidget with it, if you get it in there and leave it alone, she'll hold it. Now, I suppose if you had to put some type of adhesive in there, um, I wouldn't recommend anything other than like an Elmer's glue or something, just to hold it in there, tighten it in there, because you might want to get it out. And the regular white school glue, Elmer's glue, is, in my opinion, the safest one for that. It can even be washed out. The Elmer's glue can. So then I don't remember what they called this one when she came out. And this one actually has nipples. If you guys remember what she was called, go ahead and post it down there in chat. And I don't remember now anymore whether each of these bracelets and armlets came with each one that they're specifically wearing now, if I adorned them with the same one. Gosh, this camera is just way too far. I've never seen it.